welcome back. This episode is on the world of Tamriel, and we're going to talk about the whole map and how to get around on it because it's not always intuitive, especially when you're new. So, to see everything that is on the map, to see the entire world, its name is Tamriel. So, if you go here, it shows you the entire world of Elder Scrolls Online. And each of these are different zones. If you hold your pointer over it, it'll show you where you're at. And if you actually click on it, it'll zoom in. So this is Shadowfen. That's part of the base game. It'll show the DLC areas, and you'll notice that if you can't visit it, it'll prompt you to buy it from the Crown Store. So we're in Balfoyen, which is up here. You can see my character's little pointer. And that this is part of the base game. And this is positioned between a DLC area, which that one I don't have on this account, and another base game area. So I want to show you how there are a few ways you can travel. You don't have to um, always go by shrine. In fact, here is a boat captain, Liesel, and you can ask her, where do you go? She goes to Bleak Rock, and she goes to Davin's Watch. So that's one way to travel. In fact, when you're new and you have to unlock shrines, boat travel is a really key way to get around. And I think I'm going to show you one area. See, here are doors. I don't have to travel by shrine. I can walk through, but I know I don't have this area. Or do I? I do. Now I'm in the Tal Valley or Telvanni Peninsula. Totally different zone. Through here. That's the DLC area. So I'm going to come back to Balfoyen. The way that you get to Balfoyen actually, when you first start the game, a shrine is not unlocked here, and you do have to visit the base game areas to get a shrine, one shrine unlocked, then you can travel overland. I'm going to cross over. Balfoyen's not too big, so I'll cross through here, and I want to show something that you'll use when you're brand new. Your horse is going to be really slow when you're brand new. It'll take you a while to upgrade it. So you'll use something called auto run. So you can just move forward. I'm using the W key on keyboard, but you can program in settings under controls. There we go. Auto run. So I have it set to my number pad 5, and there we go. And you can sprint while you're in it. And then to toggle it off, you just use the W key or the regular move forward key. So you'll end up using auto run to cross a lot of distance to unlock shrines, especially when you're new and your character's low level. So next door, Stonefalls. So you don't have to worry too much about shrines. You can, especially when you don't have them unlocked, you can take a boat, and you can also do a direct walkthrough. And some of them are actually, they're not a door, they're a road, and the road, as you're traveling on it, will suddenly transform into the next zone. You can also travel by cart, and let's see if there's any carts out here that I can show you. Right there. So that one goes to Rothgar. That's a DLC area, but I think I have that one. And actually, there's a cart right here that goes to Markmire. That goes, and the other one goes to the Reach, which is a DLC area. So let's see if I can show you cart travel. There we go. See, that goes to, be careful not to steal when you're using other items. So this will take me to Markmire, which is also, I believe, a DLC area. What it will do is stop you from traveling if you have not. We'll go back to David's Watch this way too. It'll just tell you that you need to buy the zone if it's not part of the base game. But you get 24 zones, and let me show you that. So here's the list of all the areas. So base game, 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 and there's a lot more, probably half of these are all base game. So you'll get 24 zones you can travel to right away, and you don't really have to worry about, it'll lock you out of um, areas that aren't part of the base game if you don't have the DLCs. And major city, Davon's Watch, if you head into the city and then down to the boat captains, see how it shows where you can travel? So you just walk up to them and just like it did with Liesel, and you interact with them and they'll tell you where they go. But let me show you one that would be really helpful for beginners. If you, that's part of the base game. If you go to Daggerfall, which is in Clenumbra, just head out to Daggerfall, and that shrine I believe is open as soon as you start the game. It's unlocked because you'll have areas that are part of the base game that you can go to where a shrine isn't yet unlocked. All you have to do is travel with the boat captains, which are down by the water, and you'll be able to get a shrine unlocked. Be careful with traveling with these guys because what it might do is unlock a shrine that is way on the other side of the map that you want. So it might be worth um, getting away from the boat docks and running up to the shrine you want to unlock it, and then running back down and talking to that captain again. So it's especially Azufa that you want to talk to because she'll take you to a number of different areas that are all part of the base game. This one will take you to, I believe, Vivek. Yep, Vivek City. So that's part of the base game. It's in Vardenfell. This one takes you to a DLC area, Somerset. But hidden away is this guy, I believe. He takes you to Beckneath. He offers, if you say you're looking for an adventure, Beckneath. Beckneath is part of the base game, but it's not really intuitive how to unlock it. So, but he will take you there. So for the entire world, back to Tamriel, all these shrines that are unlocked, you have to get there. You'll have a zone where it's part of which you can access, but you don't have a shrine unlocked. Try the boat captains, and you can surf from one captain to another captain to another captain. And sometimes they'll shift from driving a boat to driving a cart, but you can kind of surf through with all of them and get them unlocked. Again, base game areas, Redon, Green Shade is base game, Malabator, Reaper's March, um, Gratwood. Those are all base game areas. And you can even see areas they haven't added yet. This is Cyrodiil. This is the big PvP three-way war between the factions, which is part of the base game. Craglorn is part of the base game. This is an area where it's both meant for solo and for group play. I wouldn't go to Craglorn until you're probably over level 30, unless you've played the game before. Western Skyrim is a DLC area. Rothgar is a DLC, although they give away DLCs for free. Everybody got Rothgar for free like 8 months ago. Stormhaven is base game. Rivenspire is base game. Glenumbra is what we're in. That's base game. So again, you get a lot with the base game. This is base game. That's Vardenfell. The Rift is base game. Eastmarch is base game. So a lot of what you're looking at, a lot of what you can see on the map, you get for free when you get the base game through Gamepass, which is free in the Game Pass subscription, and really cheap at Steam. The the base game is retail $20. It goes on sale for $6 to $8. So it's not, you get a lot for what you pay. So it's well worth it to check out ESO if you haven't played it before, because you do get a lot. It's a lot of hours of gameplay and entertainment for a pretty cheap price. Thank you, and I look forward to making the next video.